Maximus Analysis set for February 4th, 2016 before the close, and we see we have a very choppy indecision day. Okay, we're looking at the ES right now, just a choppy indecision day that we just treat accordingly. So again, we still have the numbers that we want to see them break above this 1915 and show some type of follow through, or we need to see them hold this 1900 and eventually actually the 1871 area, okay, below. Okay, we've showed numerous times, and again, today was an indecision day, so I'm going to go fairly quickly. We're having the NQ as well. Again, it's showing holding this type of support. We want to see a break above a high of today. The high of today was 4206.50, so we want to see a break above that and continue to see if we're going to get to the 50% mark of the range, and we want to hold this 4100 area. Okay, the YM we have, which is again we had a buy signal. Again, we didn't have really the type of close that we want. Again, we're still in it right now, but again, it was just an indecision day, so you try your best not to go overly bearish or bullish, and it's the kind of situation that we're kind of sideways, so you just want to know both sides of the house. So the both sides of the house means you want to see a break above this high, potentially to the 1673 area, with them holding critical levels, which probably include around this 15900 level. Excuse me. You had crude, didn't really follow through that much again, but they're still holding about basically this 30-50 area. So again, they could continue up. They just don't want them to break below that area for crude. So let's look at some names. We see we have Priceline quietly giving a pretty good signal today. This is probably the third hammer in a row that we've seen. So again, if they break above here, they could give a nice retracement. Google, again, kind of in the chop again from earnings, but still holding these, the 700, 725 area pretty well. Tesla, again, I don't know if you're going to try to test the bottom or anything like that, but I wouldn't do that at all for this right here, right now. LinkedIn actually is just continuing to, again, has an indecision bar right now, so it can go either way. You just kind of want to see what breaks, the high or the low of today. Apple, again, just bear flagging until we see anything, a break below 94. We'll see how it acts. And again, we don't want tapping, we want break and closes below or above for things. And Facebook, down about $2, but again, it's still looking very, very tidy in regards to the way it's retracing at this time. So you see the volume is kind of dying down. So without any type of gap or anything, we want to see them hold this 105, 100 level. Amazon up about $5. So again, they're holding this 200-day moving average for now. And again, if they're oversold, we want to see how they pop into it. But again, going back to the essence of all things, which is, to me, the ES, because that's the one that holds the most items. We see that we had this indecision day. So if you look on a 5-minute, you can see how choppy this session was. Again, I know in hindsight you would have went short here, long here, short here, but this is a very choppy session that really didn't give you much room to do anything. You had some higher lows and you had some lower highs. That's a day that you pretty much stand down and you look for some type of break the other day versus trying to trade something that's hard. That comes with just trade maturity, quite honestly, to say, listen, the day hasn't provided anything, and I'm not going to overtrade trying to catch every little wiggle, because again, it's easy to squeeze both sides when you got indecision versus saying, you know what, I didn't really get much today, and you don't have to trade every day. And what I'll do is look for a clearer signal and see a better setup. And if I don't get my setup, and you're the one that's going to define that, then you will then stand down and let's see what happens tomorrow. So again, we want to see this hold. They want to clear and close above this 1915, 1920 area, see what happens in the Euro session, and go from there. So again, it's just an early session because again, the day was really, really choppy. So let's see what they do for tomorrow. So just remember those levels. I will post them on Twitter and let you guys know what's going on. So take care.